Okay, so it's September 20th now, and it is a little after 10 o'clock, and I'm just leaving Little Dealer, Little Prices. I went over, showed them the pictures of the underbelly and how it's coming apart, and I let them know I haven't even moved this trailer since the day I picked it up from their shop and put it in the yard, my side yard, which is now, well, again, that was the Thursday of the weekend prior to the Labor Day weekend. So about 3 weeks ago at this point. And I asked her, I said, well, is somebody going to come over and re-secure this underbelly so we don't lose any additional pieces and parts driving it back to their shop on the 26th? Her answer to me was, no, we don't do road service. We don't go out there and do things like that. I'm like, well, what am I supposed to do? You're expecting me, a 64-year-old man, to crawl underneath this trailer and figure out a way of securing the bottom of this trailer when it was negligence on the mechanic's part as to it not being put together properly? And she said, well, sorry, we don't do that. So that would mean I'd have to call a tow truck to tow it over there, which of course is going to lose more pieces along the bottom when they tow it over there. But I mean, I can tow it myself. But again, it's taking a chance of the bottom being ripped apart further from the wind as you're driving, as well as losing more parts. So they basically have left it up to me to have to crawl under this trailer and secure this underbelly. I'm driving, so I'm looking away. And secure this underbelly so that I can actually get it to their shop next week. Again, due to their poor negligence of their workmanship, that I'm going to have to do this because they won't come out and do anything. So anyway, that's where we stand at this point. I also gave her a list of the things that still need to be repaired in the trailer, which again is that wall, the handle of the black water valve. I let her know how far that is sticking out and how badly it vibrates when you're driving, and it needs to be secured or it's going to break that valve again. That's not their fault. That is a design flaw on Jayco's part, but it needs to be repaired. And the other wall that was warping, as well as the faucet that needs to be repaired and fixed, and so on. There is an issue with the microwave. I told her I'd get back with her, take a picture, and let her know what I'm talking about. So that's where we stand right now. But as it looks, I'm going to have to crawl under the trailer and secure that piece because they don't want to do it, even though, again, their fault, their error, their poor workmanship. And I let her know, since we've had this trailer, I have paid almost $3,000 in loan payments and only been able to take this trailer out on the road twice. The first time was a bad trip. Second time was a much better trip. Bad trip because of the issues mentioned previous. Second time was a better trip, although not perfect because these other things broke on us. And now they fix it, and now it's still broken, and it hasn't even gone anywhere. And I'm going to crawl under there. I'm going to fix it because I know what'll happen. You lose the pieces, and they're going to say, well, it's going to be weeks and weeks before we can get pieces to replace those pieces. So I'm going to crawl under there, and I'm going to secure it, and I'm going to bring it there on Tuesday, and we will see if everything gets fixed. Other than the refrigerator, her answer to me was, well, just keep calling them and harassing them. The squeaky wheel gets the grease. Just keep calling and harassing them, and then maybe you'll get somewhere. Seriously? That isn't up to me. That's up to them. They're the dealership. They're the ones that are supposed to be doing the repair. They're the ones that should be doing the calling. They're the ones that should be getting me my item. They're the ones that should know when it's going to be here. As of right now, we don't know if it's going to be here, and even if she told me it could be 2 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks, could be a couple of months, because I guess these refrigerators come from Sweden or something, and it could be a few months. So that means I go a few months without having the use of a refrigerator in my trailer. and I'm going to have to resort to using coolers like I would do if I was tent camping. $60,000, and I'm having to use coolers. So anyway, that's my result for today.